This is a very creative and mathematical question that blends math with art. So it can get a little bit confusing, but let's go ahead and tackle it together because it does touch on some things that we'll learn later on in the future. A coordinate looks like this, doesn't it? Yes or no, class?
Yes.
Excellent. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 coordinates. Our x value is always the first value. The domain is the x value. What is the domain? AKA, what is the lowest x value that we see? What was that?
A -4, a 2, and a 0.
Just for the x's, we see -4 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
So the domain is from -4 to 2. The range is the y value. So for the range, we're going to discuss only the y value. What is the lowest y value that we see?
-3 and 0.
-3 is lower than 0, so that's the lowest one. What's the highest y value that we see?
8.
8. So the range is from -3 to 8. That's going to help us draw. Let's do. That's going to help us draw our coordinate plane. So you can label it. We have 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, -4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and -1, -2. So point A is from -4 to 5. So we go to -4, 5. This is point A. Point B is -4, 8, all the way up here. So, line segment AB goes from 5 to 6 to 7 to 8. What is the total distance in units of line segment AB? Khalil, line segment AB, what is the total distance? Incorrect. Yes, make sure you're taking notes, Khalil. Going over to C. C starts at 2 and it goes to -3. This is C at 2, -3. D is 2, 0. So, line segment CD is how many units?
Wait, CD,
Yep, CD is how many units?
3.
Excellent. Class, do we notice how line segment AB is 3 units and CD is also 3 units? Do we notice that?
Yes.
That means they are congruent. Congruent means they are the same. And in geometry, when line segments have the same length, we call them congruent. This little tick right here lets you know because they both have one tick, they match in length. Have we noticed those ticks on some of the lines?
Yes.
So if 2 lines have the same tick mark, it means that they are congruent. So we can see lines like that, which might be a bit bigger on the same page, have 2 tick marks to show that they're both congruent. And then maybe there's like 2 tiny lines like this with 3 tick marks. That also means that these 2 are congruent. Quite interesting, huh? Now, this is a bit high level, but I'm going to get very nitty gritty. What I'm about to share with you is the essence of lesson 1.2. So class, are we ready for the essence, the most important aspect of lesson 1.2? Are we ready? Ready to take notes?
Yes.
Okay, then join me on number 13.
From you just only one off that page?
Yep. So this is page 26, number 13. We have to find FH. So we're looking for FH. The distance of line segment FH is a mystery. Again, the distance from F to H is a mystery. However, FG, what is the distance of line segment FG? 8. And what is the distance of line segment GH? 14. So here we have F, it goes to G, and then it goes to H, and this part is 8, this part is 14. How would we find the total? How would we find the total distance from F to H? What would we have to do? Here to here is 8, here to here is 14, and we want both. Adding. So we have 8 plus 14.
22.
Yep. So F8 line segment is equal to 22 units. Again, FG plus GH, 8 plus 14 is 22. It is very easy. Now let's do number 14. What is the total from F to H if FG is 19 and GH is 7? No, not quite. Again, from here to here is 19, and from here to here is 7.
You'll do 9. Because how else would you get to the number if you don't divide?
So this is FH, correct?
Yeah.
From F to G, we take 19 steps. From G to H, we take 7 more steps.
Oh, so we add it together.
We add it because that'll tell you the total distance that you traveled.
Oh, it'll be 26.
26, correct. Okay? This is relative to almost any example we can think of. We can think of it as we have a seat at the table, we eat 19 French fries, we leave, we come back, we eat 7 more French fries. That's easy math, isn't it?
Yeah.
We can think of it, we start at F, F represents Frankie's Pizzeria, we take 19 steps to GameStop, we stop in GameStop, and then we walk out of GameStop and we walk into Home Depot with 7 more steps. How many steps did we take in total?
26.
26, right?
Yeah.
Does that help frame it?
Yeah.
So again, we're gonna move on to number 15 now. This is number 15. FG is how much?
11.
Okay, FG is 11 units. GH is how many units?
12.
So what is the total units of FH? 23. 23. Now, without even talking about it, doing mental math, take a moment to think. FH, what is the value of FH for number 16? Think a moment. Class, what is it?
Number what? 16? Which one?
So I'll give you guys a moment.
Yeah, give me one. And then 16 and 19?
Yes. Tristan, how do we feel so far? You feel good? Great. You're gonna be. Yeah, we're now on number 17 through 18. You want to do it yourself? Then don't listen to anything I say, but for the purposes of the class, I will be teaching it. Just plug your ears. So Tristan, we're on number 17. We have F, G, the total distance from F to G is how much? How much? Okay, not quite. From F to G, the total distance is how much?
0. You don't know. Mystery.
37.
37. Oh, F to G. Oh, I'm thinking F to H.
Yes, F to G is 37. Now H is right here, and H to G, a smaller portion of that is how much?
13.
13. So the total is 37, a small portion is 13, but we don't know FH. We don't know FH. How would we find out the remaining portion of FH?
Subtraction.
Subtraction, correct. So FG is 37. 37 minus what?
6.
13?
24.
24. So that means that FH is
34. I meant 24. Hold on.
Now, I'm going to continue to explain the rest of these problems, but as long as you can look at number 18, 19, and 20 and automatically start working through the problem, you have what it takes to master 1.2 on the homework. That's all 1.2 is, addition and subtraction. Exactly. So Khalil, work with me on number 18. We have FG. FG. What is the total distance of FG? Huh? 22 units. That is a total. How about HG? What is the distance of HG, the line segment? 15 units. So, we have 22 for the total, HG for the segment, and we're missing FH. How would we find FH? Subtract what from what? So we'll do 22 minus 15. We'll regroup and add 10. So 1 minus 1, 0. 12 minus 5 is 7. Our answer is 7 units
For 18.
for 18. So for number 19, go ahead and do that on your own. And for number 20, go ahead and do that on your own as well. That is 1.2. Again, you are now ready to move on to the homework.